You know, love, it's one of the most powerful feelings out there. It can bring you this incredible, soaring joy. But man, it can also lead to some deep, serious confusion that makes you question everything. So how do we navigate these huge feelings with our faith? Well, that's what we're going to get into.
When you feel that intense pull towards someone, how can you possibly tell if it's a blessing from God, a sign guiding you, or if it's just a test of your own emotions? Getting the answer to that question can literally change everything about what you do next.
You can really think of it as two different paths. On one side, you have that divinely guided connection. It's like a calm river. It just flows. It brings you a sense of peace, of clarity. But then you have the other path, the one driven by our own desires. And that can feel like a total whirlwind, just filled with confusion and doubt. Learning to tell them apart is absolutely essential.
So how do you do it? How do you actually tell the difference? Well, thankfully, there are signs we can look for. So let's break down 5 really powerful signs that can help you figure out whether what you're feeling is part of a divine plan or just a personal test.
All right, let's jump right in with the first sign. And honestly, this one might be the clearest of them all. A divinely guided connection will always, and I mean always, bring you closer to your faith. It won't pull you away. The question you've got to ask yourself is simple. Does this connection, does even just thinking about this person, make your relationship with God stronger?
And here's what that looks like in real life. On the right path, you suddenly feel more motivated to pray. You want to uphold your values. But on the other path, you start finding excuses to neglect prayers. Or you start justifying things that you know deep down are wrong. That's a huge red flag, because a true blessing from Allah will never ever lead you towards sin.
Okay, moving on to sign number 2. Here's the thing. You don't have to figure this all out by yourself. A massive indicator that you're on a divinely guided path is that you actually turn to God for help. You ask the one who knows everything you don't.
And the most powerful tool we have for this is Salat al-Istikhara, the prayer for guidance. Don't just think of it as a ritual. Think of it as a direct line to Allah, a real, sincere conversation where you literally hand over your confusion and ask for guidance towards what is truly best for you.
Just listen to the power in these words. This is the heart of the prayer. It is an act of complete and total surrender. You're admitting that Allah knows what you don't. You're not asking for what you want. You're asking for what is genuinely good for you, both in this life and in the next.
So you've made the prayer. Now what? How do you know if you got an answer? Well, the key sign isn't some dramatic dream or a big event. It's a feeling. It's a tranquility that just settles in your heart. It doesn't matter if things move forward or if the door closes. If the path is from God, you will feel an inner peace about it, a clarity, not that constant restless anxiety.
Now for our third sign. And you can see how these are all building on each other. A connection that's truly blessed by God will unfold in a way that is honorable and pure. The how matters just as much as the who. It's all about whether the process itself is clean and right.
This verse from the Quran really sets the foundation for this sign. It's a powerful reminder that any relationship built on things that displease God, like secrecy, deception, or forbidden interactions, it just can't be a source of real blessings. If a connection is truly from Him, it won't ask you to compromise your principles.
And here's the crucial point. A divinely guided path has clear, honorable steps. We're talking about involving family, being totally honest about intentions, and keeping the focus on marriage. It won't lead you down a path of secrecy or into tempting situations. Instead, it will inspire you to do things the right way.
Our final 2 signs, ease and certainty, they really go hand in hand. You see, when something is from God, there's a natural flow to it. Now, this doesn't mean there won't be any challenges, but it won't feel like you're constantly banging your head against a locked door.
This profound hadith captures the idea perfectly. It reminds us that if someone is truly meant for you, you won't have to force it. You won't have to desperately chase after it. The way will be made clear. And just internalizing that thought can bring such an incredible amount of peace.
Now on the flip side, if you feel like you're constantly hitting roadblocks, if there's just endless anxiety, if your family has serious, valid reasons to disapprove, or if the whole thing just leaves you feeling completely drained and exhausted, those could be signs that you're trying to force something that just isn't meant for you.
And all of this leads to the ultimate emotional confirmation, a deep, unshakable peace. It's not a restless obsession or a desperate feeling. It's a quiet certainty that settles in your soul, a calm confidence that, yup, you are on the right path.
So, after looking at all these signs, what it all boils down to is this: trusting the divine plan. It's about shifting our focus away from getting what we want and instead accepting what is truly best for us. Because His plans are always, always better than our own.
This verse is one of the greatest lessons in life, right? We simply don't have the full picture. Something we love with all our heart might actually be harmful for us in the long run, and something we really dislike could be a hidden blessing. Only Allah knows. And surrendering to that knowledge, that's the key to real peace.
So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. After considering all these signs, what is your heart truly telling you to trust? Is it your own fleeting desires, or is it the peace that comes from surrendering to a plan that is so much greater than your own?